Parak Ches, Mishnah Gimel. The Mishnah continues the theme of the Parak, which is to give the minimum amounts of different items that a person has to carry in order to be chayiv for hitzah on Shabbos. So the Mishnah says, which is leather, hide, and animal skin, which hasn't been fully tanned, it's been salted, but the final touch of adding flour or the like to finish off the skin has not yet been done. So this type of animal skin, this partially tanned animal skin, kedei la'asos kamiyah, the amount of skin that would have to carry to be chayav for on Shabbos is the amount used for a kamiyah. Kamiyah is an amulet. An amulet is a little parchment which contains Torah psukim and brachos and the like, which is used to cure some sort of illness or malady. And these parchments were placed inside a leather pouch, which was made of this So the is the minimum amount of parchment that you would use to place the parchment of the kamiyah inside this leather pouch. And that leather is, if you carry that amount of leather, you'd be chayav for hitzah on Shabbos. Klaf, the parchment, how much parchment would you carry in order to be chayav on Shabbos? Kedei lichtov olav parsha katana sheb'tefillin. In order to, the amount you'd need to write the smallest parsha in the tefillin. Now we know that the tefillin, so the Mishnah continues, Shehi Shema Yisrael, which is the parsha of Shema Yisrael. We know that the tefillin have 4 parshas, the smallest of which is Shema Yisrael. The other ones of V'hoya Ki Yavicha, V'hoyim Shemoya, and Kadesh, the other 3 are longer than the paragraph of Shema Yisrael. So therefore the klaf, how much parchment would you be chayav for Hitzah on Shabbos, is that amount of parchment which you would write the smallest parsha of tefillin, i.e. Shema Yisrael. And klaf is an expensive material, so you wouldn't use klaf to write other things. For example, we mentioned in the previous Mishnah, for niyar, kedei lichtol of keshem oichsin, tax receipts. You wouldn't use klaf, you wouldn't use expensive parchments to write tax receipts on. And therefore, it's going to be a bigger size, it's going to be the size needed to write the smallest parsha of the tefillin, i.e. Shema Yisrael. Diyoi, ink. How much ink would you be chayav for hitzah? Kedei lichtov shtei oisios, the amount of ink that you would use to write 2 letters. The Bartanur explains lishom al shtei chulios shel kli or al shnei kroshim lezvugin, either to write on some sort of utensil or to write on 2 beams next to each other to sort of marry them up. That amount of ink that you would use to write just 2 letters, then you would be chayav for hitzah for carrying that amount of ink. Kachoil, which is an eye paint, some sort of eye makeup, kadei likchoil ayin achas, the amount of eye makeup that you would need to paint 1 eye. Why 1 eye? So the Bartanur explains, shekein tsunuos haholchos mu'tafos, because modest women at tsunuos would go around with a veil which would cover half their face and cover one of their eyes, so they only need to put makeup on one of the eyes. Ein megalos el ayin achas, says the Bartanur, v'koichlos oison, they would make up that eye. But the Gemara says that that's specifically talking about a place where people would wear veils in the street. But if we're talking about a village where the issues of preachers were less of a concern, then a woman would go around without a veil, and she would therefore put makeup on both eyes. And in that village, the amount of kachoil is actually going to be the amount needed to paint both eyes, because that's the norm for a woman to go carry, if you like, or to wear in that village. But either way, the Mishnah is talking about a place where they would have the minhag tsunuos to cover half their face, and therefore they don't need makeup for 1 eye. And that's why the Mishnah says kachol kedei likchol ayin achas, to eye paint only 1 eye. That is the end of Mishnah Gimel.